The second thing is to teach your students about motives. We all know that music motives are sometimes the entire idea behind a piece. All I have to do is play, and you know immediately the piece that I'm going to play. And that entire piece, with the exception of some contrasting motives, is built on that one little theme. And so coming up with the musical motive is actually more important than you might think. And so especially with young students, this is really easy to do. And what I do is I give them a little picture, and these are really boring pictures, but I give them a little picture of a cat or a dog, or I have them bring pictures from their house. And the other day I was just doing it with a student, and they said that they had dressed their dog up in a dress. And so I suggested to them that they make up a musical motive or a little piece about that dog in the dress. And so it's really fun for them. They've got something visual to look at, so they already have ideas in their mind about what it might sound like to be a dog or a cat or a dog in a dress or something like that. And so teach them about musical motives and just let them experiment with it. And this takes less than 30 seconds. I mean, hand it to them and say, okay, come up with a little piece about a little dog next week. Or don't even say piece, just say just a little ditty or just a little motive or just a little idea or something like that. The third thing I would say is this is a little project I did with my students a couple years ago, and it's do something fun with it. And I have a handout to give you about this. It's the second handout. We can give it at the end. But basically this little handout has earpieces on it, and all of these earpieces use only 1 and 5/7 chords. So they're very easy, and there's 4 things that the student is supposed to do with it. The first one is to pick out the melody by ear. The second is to do melody in the primary chords. The third is to transpose it. And the fourth is to do something fun with it. What I tell them is you can do anything you want with it. So the sky's the limit, and some students just love that freedom, so they'll just immediately, go home and know what to do with it. Other students will need some suggestions, so I wrote things like jazz it up, change the left-hand chords, create sound effects, do something crazy with it, or something like that. So this is sort of a variation of the theme and variations, but instead of doing it across the studio, I've done it just for individual students.